check out that dashboard. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Look at that. Hi guys, welcome back to Kit Car Director and MK Sportscars. Yes, well, it's as busy as ever and growing even busier each week in the workshop. We've got Mazda turbos, we've got K20s, we've got stock RX5, we've got the chassis register and a new arrival. Well, let's go and see what's been going on. So as you know, we were on with this wiring, this spaghetti junction that's been laid out on the floor, and we've been going through it all, and the guys have been setting about it. We want to prove the concept first because we're cutting and splicing the stock Mazda loom into here. But yes, we've got crank over now, so that's good. And then we'll set about doing the final bits in to then get it started, and then we'll start laying it in and position it. While it's there, the guys have had the rocker cover off, giving that a little bit of a detail as well, cleaned, prepped and painted clean black, just keep it black. It's a yellow car, black and yellow, always good. Bumblebee, always looks fantastic. So unfortunately it's going to be a few days of wiring because there's quite a lot to do here to sort it out. And it is all in the manual, the guys that are building them. And if you've got any queries on that, or if there's something not quite right, or you're not sure, etc., then fire us an email, just generally, rather than on the phone, I suppose, because it's quicker and easier to resolve. But there's lots of things. But the Mazda loom is good. It's just very long because it's sitting in a bigger car and it runs front to back when everything else sits. The battery's normally here on a Mazda and we move it right up the front here, so we have to change and shorten quite a few leads. So, but yeah, the guys are cracking on, and good thing is she cranks over. Right, here we are guys, back with RX5 K20 V-Tech time. We love V-Tech. Well, what's been going on with this? Well, it's having its face put on, really. It's got its nose. That's gone on now. Nose cones all had final fit position. Bonnet catches have gone on, and the bonnet. So we put that on now. Just give you a show how it looks with that V-Tech engine in this sky blue. It does look nice actually, with the black. Super clean look. Thanks, Joseph. Yeah, super clean look. That all looks really sharp. So it's got its face on it now. We're proceeding then, we'll do the grille and the other bits for the indicator bits and that here for IVA and to IVA spec, of course, standard, but this is a road car. As we move back towards in here, what's been going on under here? Well, there's a lot of things that you can't see right now on the outside, but all the wiper mechanisms gone in as well. So washers, wipers, we've done all the fitting positions here. These are locked in, ready to go for the windscreen stanchions. We've left them loose at the moment for that to go in as well, but that's a metal panel that sits just under here. The wiper motor going in with the wheel boxes here as well. And then when you move in, we'll have the washer bottle. That's run up here. We've just got to plumb that in, but the tube's been run through, ready for the squirters, because we mount that back here in this sort of boot box area as well for filling up. That's nice and neat. And then Joseph's just on inside here, finishing off the centre tunnel. We do these in carbon, but at the moment this customer wanted it in black. He's wanting more black than carbon. That's his preference. He's got a little bit of carbon accents, but he didn't want too much. So yeah, that's looking rather nice. We do them in black now, if you didn't know that. There's just a black vinyl, nice and simple, nice and clean. Looks really sharp, really smooth, and completely IVA compatible because there's no sharp edges. So that's what we like. So Josie's been cracking on with that. In fact, the customer came down today. What did Josie have had a look, Colin? Hashtag Colin. He was very happy boy, wasn't he? He was a very happy boy, and he's a bit of a detailer of fit and finish, but he likes all of the fit and finish that goes around the body panels, the cleanness of the dashboard, the interior, nice fit and finish to it. So yeah, happy customer, makes us happy as well that you like it. So yeah, can't wait. This is going to be on the ground pretty soon, isn't it? What do you reckon? Next week? Tomorrow. So we're filming Thursday today. Tomorrow will be on the ground, Geo, steering wheel on. Test drive soon, not far away. Blacktop Z-Tech time. As you know, this one came in the other week. We've been working through it to get it prepped, a bit of work done. Alignment work has been done on the vehicle. We've been onto the rear end, getting that done because it's sort of MOT prep work. The brake slave cylinders on the drums and these were seeds basically. So, well, one side would work, but the other one didn't. So the guys had to set about changing those over because we're trying to get it for its MOT. It needs, the brakes need to be working correctly. And that's all been gone through as well. And then the final job that the guys have been working on this week, which we spoke about, which was quave sequential has gone in there. We need to fit a new tunnel top. So that's gone in, and a handbrake lever with all the cabling all connected up now for MOT spec. So handbrake's all nice and works, and a nice shiny new tunnel top has gone in as well. So yeah, a couple of little small jobs ready. Not much more to do really now, and we can then send it for its MOT. One little thing we've got to do is get a front number plate, because it has only got a rear number plate, so it needs a front number plate as well to be done, and then she'll be good to go for her MOT. But yeah, looking much nicer with less, it had the hole and everything here, just tatted it up a little bit, but yeah, it looks much neater, smarter and tidier.
Why can I knock it? Yeah, do not put it in gear. Right? Stupid, get it in a box. Oh, how many degrees? 3.
Did you put it in gear?
I did not put it in gear.
You did?
That's not my fault.
Last Thursday.
That's it, blame the kid with the big ears. My fault.
Oh yeah. Why are you shouting at me?
Because I was going to ask what I got the blame for.
Everything.
Of course it was.
Come over here. Just come over here. Take your silly hat off. Give me something.
No.
To laugh. Give me something to laugh at.
No, I'm having a bad headache.
Right, okay guys, it's Black Panther time. Yeah, we've been on with this one a little bit as well. What we're doing at the moment is fitting the steering column. This has got the nice quick release steering wheel boss, which you can see. Very smart, very quick release on that. This is going into the column, which is going for a bearing carrier, which will then sit in here, which I'll slide that in now. Got to do that last final fitment, the clamp, the steering link bar, and all of that is going in as well. Final bits of wiring. We have it cranked over. We're just waiting on one connector less for here, for the canvas, for the dash. We're pretty sure it's got oil pressure, but we want to make sure and connect it up to the final connector to the dash for the canvas, so make sure we see vibration. It's turning over and doing everything else, and that's the final thing ready for a start on this particular car. So we're waiting on the column bits. They've all arrived now, so set about putting that all together. Boot cover's just gone on, and they're super light, so if you're keeping the weight down, very easy to put off and on the vehicle, which is nice. You can pop it off, access to your car, makes life so much easier. We quite like them. They're neat, tidy. Cameron's done a nice neat job of putting that all in as well. They're just brilliant. You can do, as we said, you know you're doing them in carbon, or we're doing them in black. This one's black because it suits this car, the theme that it's going with as well. So boot cover, electrics, bits and bobs as well. Just got one more bit to do, and the steering column going in. All the bodywork's been dry fitted, so the nose cone and everything else, this will go back together really, really quickly. Roll cage is obviously on as well. It starts to transform the car when you put the cage on. I mean, these are just killer. They make it look like it's going fast, standing still. We love these cages. And then we'll attach the wing mirrors in here. It already has the plate mounted in now, which is super nice as well. And then we'll be dropping on the ground. So I expect to see, a bit like the K20, this one dropping on the ground next week and starting doing geo and other things as well. So yeah, check out the Black Panther. This one's come in, it's an Indy Classic. Tell by the outboard suspension on the front here and the wishbone design and stuff like that. It's a classic car. Got a little Blackbird engine in there, carburetor one. I've had one of them years ago myself. I think someone's done the modification from a car engine to a bike engine at some point, because it's not something that's been done by the factory. Got a few bits to do on it. It's got to have an MOT sorted out, so we've got a few bits to do for MOT. I think it needs a horn and a couple of little jobs. But it's got a vibration in the centre tunnel somewhere on the prop shaft or whatever. I think he had some issues with it all. Got to check it out, see if we can find out what's going on with the prop shaft as well. But check out that dashboard. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Look at that. I presume that's been dipped, but look at that. The detail in that, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. That is something so different. I mean, it's really cool. Can't even, there's skulls and women, it's just so much going on there, you don't know where to look. Right, here we are, M&R time. So Vortex, which you see landed the other week. Well, the first job we set about doing on this particular vehicle was bolting the gearbox to the engine, which has been done, putting the diff in, putting the prop shaft in, and everything else. We wanted to do a bit of a mock-up because we looked at the width of this as I saw it on the pallet, and I threw some question marks straight away that I don't want to start building anything else on the car until we prove that this does fit in the engine bay. Well, it's in, but does it fit? That's the question. Well, and the short answer is not really. We are bang up against the chassis here on the turbo, and we are outside of the bonnet here on the throttle body. So we couldn't even get the bonnet on. We've raised this up. The engine mounts that come with this particular kit, nothing wrong with them. They're made, they're pretty good, but they don't have any holes or anything drilled in them. You kind of got to position it where you think you want to do, then drill your own holes, which is a bit backwards because you have to sort of dry fit it all, drill your holes and then take it all out of the way, especially the gearbox. There's no way you're getting in there and drilling a hole once that's in. There's no gearbox mounting holes or etc. So it's a bit fiddly, so it's probably got to come out anyway. But at the moment, we've come back as far as we can go and it's still not fitting. We're going to do some slight modifications, but spend another hour. But realistically, the best option would have been a low mount turbo manifold. So instead of this top mount one and the turbo's out here, sticking right up high, a bit like we did with our grey one, we did a low mount turbo one, which sets right down here. That'll give us at least 50 mil to come over, no problem. Right guys, it's chassis production time. Well, 2 more here getting ready to go out. We've had a couple delivered last week and collected as well. We've got crating up that we've got going up there that's going to America, that's almost finalised, and 2 that we're picking, the guys are busy trying to pick, going out to Norway as well. But yeah, chassis production is queue is up this side. Elliot's trying to trick me, we never know which side it's going. But if you want to get yourself in that queue or come down and discuss the RX-5, the Cup 200, the Cup, whatever it is, chassis, bike engine, etc., come down the factory here or hook us up on a phone call or an email and we'll sort you out. Okay guys, here's saying goodbye I suppose from another super busy workshop. The guys are still spannering as I'm talking over there and under here as well. So lots going on. Guess what guys though? Like, share, subscribe and we will fill you in next week.